Axis Bank's results are out. The profit after tax is coming at 1,230 crore rupees. This is as per agencies. So it's coming at 1,220 crore rupees versus our poll expectation of 919 crore rupees. So certainly a decent beat on that front. Gross NPAs have declined marginally to 5.04% as against 5.22% quarter on quarter. What we were expecting was asset quality to remain pretty much stable and Axis Bank to report higher names, higher provisioning. Those are the only two figures I have at the moment. I'm going to ask my colleague Poonam Sane to also mic up and decode the numbers for us. As of now, you're seeing the asset quality improve. In fact, Manish Oswal is joining us on the phone line. Hi Manish, the only figures I have with me on Axis Bank right now, PAT at 1,220 crore rupees and gross NPAs at 5.04%. Your initial reaction?
So both the numbers, PAT number and asset quality number on a headline basis is better than the street expectation. Because we were working with a number of 5.8% gross NPA number and PAT is 820 crore. So both the numbers are better than, but we need to see how much is watch list and what are the other things in the asset quality trends.
Manish, the provisioning is at 2,580 crore rupees, a significant increase. We knew provisioning would increase, but to this level?
So last quarter, in December quarter, the provisioning was 3,796 crore. Against that, the 2,500 crores of provisioning. So basically, quarter to quarter basis, it has reduced, and that explained by the flat asset quality. So basically, the lesser amount of slippages during this quarter. Because of that, the provisioning requirement on a sequential basis has dropped.
Poonam Sane, my banking in-house expert, joining us to decode the numbers before we get back to the analysts. Poonam, it's seeming like a pretty good beat by Axis Bank.
That is true, in fact, Dantara, and as I was even mentioning in my previews, that there was a possibility of a beat, and in fact, yes, there has come in a beat, and that is on account of provisions itself, and in fact, a substantial beat has come in. We were expecting the profits itself at 919 crore, but this is a profit of 2130 crore coming in there. The net interest income is pretty much in line with our own poll estimate. Somewhere around 4729 crore is what we are understanding in terms of the net interest income. Huge amount of beat in terms of the margins. The margins have expanded close to 40 bips on a quarter-on-quarter basis. Margins stand at 3.83% for the quarter versus a 3.43% in the last quarter. Substantial improvement even in terms of the entire asset quality there. In fact, we are seeing in terms of the GNPA ratio, I would just correct myself. The GNPA ratio, of course, has come down to 5.04% versus a 5.22% in the last quarter. But the gross NPAs, in fact, are in the absolute figure, are more or less stable. 21,280 crore is the gross NPAs versus a 20,466 crore. So it does not seem to be a very substantial absolute rise in the GNPA numbers during this quarter, which is a heartening sign. I would still want to go a little bit more detail in the press release in terms of the watch list slippages. The provisions have come substantially down during this quarter. 2581 crore is the provisions versus around 3795 crore in the last quarter itself. So huge amount of decline in the provisions, good margin expansion, margin beat, I would say. We were expecting a margin expansion of only close to 10 to 15 bips, but this is a huge margin expansion of 40 bips margin expansion nearly coming in there. Good other income also, and I would say more or less a stable asset quality. Let me just dig into the watch list. For the watch list details within the press release, if you could just give me a moment. But on the whole, these numbers seem to be fairly good, Nanda.